look in the mirror, and then maybe you'll finally see it clearer. Don't you turn into the...
Last week I traveled with my girlfriend for a week, which was really nice. And I dropped off 2 days ago, and now I was just on the campsite, recharging myself, some stuff, using the Wi-Fi, doing some work. And now I'm gonna make some dinner. So I'm gonna do, what did I have in mind? Something like a risotto. And I have some asparagus and tomato. So I think like a tomato risotto, maybe with some asparagus on top. It's just for me, I'm just cooking for one. Tops there, really full. They smell really nice. Just put them in. They taste great. I'm currently at the eco camp in Salema in the south of Portugal. Next to Luz, Lagos, all these places are here. Did a lot of editing, so this is the first time I edited these videos and I see it all come together, and I think it's pretty, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see it happen, to just see the journey that I'm going through and what's happening. I feel better in general, like I have a lot more stable energy in the last while. I bought a new surfboard yesterday, beautiful yellow one. I found 2 more people to do a video about. I'm gonna do, I think a bit smaller video on Shalley and her blind dog Marley. They live in a small Volkswagen Transporter, and I met them last year already. And I think tomorrow and the day after we're gonna hang around and gonna make a video.
I'm Shalley, I'm 26 and I'm from Switzerland, and now I'm traveling in my van with my dog Marley for 1.5 years almost. I got him 3 years ago. I adopted him from a farm when he was only 4 months old, and he's like 80 to 90% blind, and I had no experience with blind dogs. But I got him, and the first few months were really hard, and I was questioning what I've gotten myself into. But I fell in love so hard that we somehow made it work. Mm-hmm. And now I cannot imagine my life without him anymore. Yeah.
So a few days ago we went and we bought some nice plates. That's so good, wow. So yeah, of course it's tomatoey, it's like umami, it's comforting. That's just a good asparagus. I guess they're in season here because they're super cheap. Yeah, this might be one of the best meals I ever made. Or would I do different next time? Maybe I would have used a little less oily butter on everything, so maybe I would have kept the asparagus a bit more natural. but cook the mushrooms a little less long. Maybe a little bit less tomatoes. But yeah, enough for my review. And I just want to watch a little video. Alright, see you. I surfed the first time on my new board. It's a bit more difficult, but it's so great. It's such a big difference between a soft top and like a proper board. Like it's just the steering, the feel, it's way more flowy and oh, that was nice. So it's my first time skating again in I think over a month or 2 months. And it feels really nice. I'm a bit wonky still, so everything feels a bit sketchy. But yeah, it's also a very familiar feeling, especially like ollies and kickflips and flying. This park is so weird because you got a huge ramp in the back and you just end up in nothing. So you can get a lot of speed to go nowhere. Very strange. But I'm here in Sagres, at the end of the old world, as they might say. Spending some days here in this beautiful city, hanging out with some friends, surfing, going to the beach. South of Portugal is such a nice place to meet people and other travelers. There's so many internationals here that just go here for living, hanging out. I don't know, peace, love and harmony. I guess the last time I was here I was real hippie. It's my second night now in Sagres and I'm having such a good time here. In the morning I wake up, I go surf at Beliche. Then I go back and I chill and I'm right next to the skate park. So I can skate, I can make some nice food. Yeah, life is pretty relaxed here. So it's been like a month now since I really started making videos. And I'm having so much fun with it. I love documenting what I do and making the memories something I can enjoy again. And I love making them larger than life. I mean, our own memories are already like they're not factual, right? It's not actually what happened. We twist up our memories, we combine different things. So why not do it in a video and remind yourself the beautiful moments? I think part of my story is that I'm half Dutch, half Croatian. And I was born in the Netherlands and I grew up in the Netherlands, but especially in my young years I spent quite some time in Croatia. We went twice a year usually, and until like my 13th I was there for a month every summer. I had friends that I would see again, and I could speak the language. And I think this growing up, or like not growing up, but seeing two different cultures from a young age made me question how I want to live more, I think. And especially later, in like when I was like 16, 17, 18, like I was already skating for 6, 7, 8 years, and it was a big part of my life. And I discovered music and surfing and photography, and I started exploring all these paths in life, and I guess somehow it led me to the desire to do this. Some of my best friends started traveling as well, surfing. I mean, the first big trip we did after high school was a month surfing in France. We traveled down the whole coast. So I guess these memories had always stayed with me, and somewhere I was chasing the desire, or I was chasing freedom in some way, but I don't really know what that means. I know I've found something which feels freeing with doing this, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it is. And then so the first time I traveled to Portugal 6 years ago, where I bought a single ticket to Spain to see the band Sticky Fingers. And I basically did that because I was so stuck in the Netherlands. I was so unhappy. I didn't know what I was doing. I was anxious. I was so anxious. I was scared of going to the supermarket, basically. And I just had to take that step. And I found something that trip. I found the courage to stand on my own feet, because you just discover that you can manage everything. It doesn't matter where you are, what you do, you figure out a way. And in the Netherlands, I was so stuck in my ways that I could only see like, oh, it's gonna go like this. I would, before the situation would happen, I would think of the outcome and get scared of it. Yeah, so I was here, and then I met people and I stayed for a long time. I spent 2-3 months around this area, and I traveled with a lot of people, and I made some of the best memories of my life. And it was really a hippie time. I was barely wearing shoes. I was just sleeping on the beach. We were just having fun. We were partying. But that was what I needed at that time. It's not something I look for anymore. Yeah, I was living in a different bubble than the rest of the world, and I was so happy. And I think that was the moment I was like, okay, this is it. And I found a girlfriend then. It's not my girlfriend anymore. And she had a small camper van, and we traveled together in that for a few years. Some smaller trips, some bigger trips. But yeah, I got to know the van life. And then now 2 years ago, I once of a sudden just found this yellow van on Facebook and just responded like, hey, with some questions. And 2 days later I went to see it, and 2 days later I bought it. And that's where this whole journey started. And I finished my studies last summer, so the summer of 2024. And since then I'm finally having a bit more time to actually travel and do what I want. Before it was more smaller trips and in the Netherlands. And now I can just do this full time, I can work from the road. On the work I will do another video for. But yeah, that's sort of my history, how I got into van life and what it means to me. I guess that's enough for now. I'm gonna enjoy the sunset. And yeah, talk to you later.